Hi students, welcome back. Hope all of you are doing well. Did you remember what we have learned in our previous class? Yes, we have learned about the goods and services that we use in our day-to-day life and also about the factors of production. Okay students, can anyone say what is meant by goods? Yes, you are right. Those things which are visible and tangible and can satisfy human wants are regarded as goods. Very good. And what about services? Yes, services are invisible and intangible but can be experienced. Okay students, can anyone say what is meant by production? Yes. Production is the process of creating goods and services to satisfy human wants. Very good. Okay students, you have learned that the factors of production can be classified into four. They are land, labor, capital and organization. Now, we are going to learn more about these factors of production. Land. All natural resources used in the production process are implied in the term land. All resources on the earth are regarded as land. Shall we check what all natural resources are included in the term land as a factor of production? Yes, they are soil, water, air, forest, minerals, metals, coal, stone, etc. Shall we check the features of land? Okay. All natural resources are included in the term land. It's a free gift of nature. Land is a primary factor of production. The total availability of land is fixed. We can increase the use of land for a purpose, but the total quantity of land cannot be changed. Land cannot be destroyed. It is permanent. The land is used for agricultural and non-agricultural purposes. It is not possible to shift land from one place to another. Land differs in fertility. The fertility of the land can be increased through proper irrigation and fertilization. All the factors involved in the production process get rewards. Land, as a factor of production, gets rent as its reward. The next factor is labor. Labor is an active factor in the production process. Any work, mental or physical, undertaken by an individual for a return is called labor. The laborers use their manpower in the production process. Shall we check the laborers working in the various sectors? Physical labor, head load, agriculture, construction works, tarring works, fishing, etc. Mental labor, teaching, medical services, engineering, banking, advocate, computer works, literary works, etc. Features of labor. Labor is an active factor in the production process. Human beings are the source of labor. The person who is involved in the production process sells only his labor power. Labor power cannot be put aside to be used later. If it is not used today, it is lost forever. Efficiency of labor differs. Skills of labor can be improved through education and training. Okay students, now we can see how the laborers in a coir production unit use their manpower. collecting the coconut husk and making them suitable for coir manufacturing, dyeing the coir fiber, producing ropes with the help of machine, producing various coir goods and distributing the products. We can see that the physical, mental and intellectual skills of workers are used here. If the use of these skills to produce goods and services is rewarded, it is called labor. Can we consider the household activities done by our family members as a labor? No, because their activities do not generate rewards, so it is not regarded as labor. On the other hand, if any other person not belonging to our family do these works, they would have to be paid for their services. Hence, that services would be regarded as labor. Example, servants, housemaids, etc. Wage is the reward for labor. This is mostly paid in cash. Sometimes, instead of cash, goods are given as rewards. Okay students, that's all for today. Today we discussed about two factors of production, land and labor. We will continue this topic in the next class. Have a nice day. Thank you.